Oh, we're live. Welcome to an Exile. Good morning. Hope you're having a great day. I'm promoting a couple things this morning, but especially I have the 40 Days for Life campaign is going on right now. It is to pray for the country to end a certain barbaric practice. Now, if I mention this practice, this channel could get canceled. Welcome to America. Welcome to 2020. So I also have a link to not only the 40 Days for Life, which is in the description. Let me share the link real quick. I started a second In Exile channel. This is all math, and I'm sorry for giving you homework. So let's go to the 40 Days for Life first. Many of you may know, but we donate a percentage of everything I make on this channel to a crisis pregnancy center here in Tennessee. And just by you watching this channel, we've already saved lives. Babies are running around right now because we screw around and talk about politics. So I just want some real life good work being done out of this. I don't have anything to do with it. I just give them the money. And we are going to start working on some local protests. There was a big March for Life yesterday, some protests and peaceful protests. And we'll keep working on that front. The beloved Miss TenNapel and I have been involved in the grassroots of crisis pregnancy centers for almost 20 years. This started, I think, back in 2001, when my first comic book started getting movie deals, Creature Tech. We would get like $500,000 for a movie deal. First thing we'd do is always cut a check, a tithe for like $50,000 and give to the local crisis pregnancy center, which when they see that kind of money come in, because they need your money to buy ultrasound machines, to hire staff, to help take care of a lot of single women who come in pregnant. They'll take care of them and fund them, help them with housing, help them with basic medical care. We buy them diapers, food, whatever. The beloved Miss TenNapel and I, we've been doing that for 20 years. This is, if you have never been involved in a crisis pregnancy center, just look up a local one and ask how you can help. And they're always looking for donations, of course. Well, this is a special campaign which is about praying for your country. Don't forget, prayer is something that doesn't cost you any money. It just takes a little time. And we believe in talking to God about our country's problem and asking for repentance and just strengthening things. So we're looking to do good. And now, because this channel is always in danger of being shut down because of YouTube advocates for one group of ideology and tries to punish them for it. By the way, Rumble, I do dump some videos on Rumble. It's worthless. Most of us know, I was just talking about this with my buddy Q on Out of the Darkness. The place to fight and battle is on YouTube. It is not over in these tiny, tiny platforms that are where you go to be hidden, where you go to have no one find you. I do have an account over on Gab. And I did recently do an Odyssey account. So my videos are being automatically dumped on Odyssey, but no one's over there looking. No one. And there's 4 fake Doug TenNapel accounts over on Odyssey. There's at Doug TenNapel 1, 2, 3, and 4. And I'm number 5. I get to be number 5. So people illegally uploading my videos, getting their clicks. It's worthless. I did get on Gab, and on Gab, I got like 30,000 something followers. So that's more people watching me on Gab than on Twitter. So that makes sense. More people make sense. If I got on Rumble and more people watched on Rumble than YouTube, that would make sense. But right now, less of you can find me and less of you will look. So I'm not going over there. Those are the rules on mass media and on trying to influence people with the truth. Okay, I'm going to share. What's the other screen? Oh, here we go. So this is I have a backup channel. Look, it's Doug TenNapel and Exile archives. All I'm going to be doing is taking the videos that I upload on this channel and upload a duplicate over there. So it's a second set. It's ironically, it's doing what Odyssey is claiming to do and what Rumble is claiming to do, but it actually does it, and you can actually find it and see it. So I have the link down in the description. Just click the link and hit subscribe. If you want to watch some videos, this is how you help the channel. I put up this is a 30-minute video on me making an aquarium. I'm making how I make my aquariums. And all you got to do is watch it. It's 30 minutes. So I need 4,000 hours of views before the channel can get monetized. So if 8,000 of you watch a 30-minute video, then that'll do it. I'll be set. And then you'll see these are other videos that I already have uploaded here. And I just uploaded them over there, and I have a new welcome video. But right now I have one subscriber, and that's my assistant, Bo. I have one subscriber. So let's see how fast we can get this. Although subs aren't what count. It's the actual time spent watching videos. Views count. Subscribers don't. So it's the views and the comments that YouTube counts. That's how you help a channel. I do like it when you guys subscribe, but many of you will notice that you don't get alerted on videos. That's just a problem with the whole channel. A lot of you know that. YouTube suppresses a lot of times. They don't get the word out about these videos. And I just want you guys to help me secure this channel. So there. So on the 40 days of life, what you do is you pray for your community. Let's get back to that one over here. Let me get back to and then I'll get to the chat. Share screen. Share screen. Application window. Where'd it go? There it is. 40 days of life. That's what we're talking about today. So we pray to end this barbaric practice. And I think the whole country should be repenting. We should repent that this is happening on our watch in front of us. This is how it works, is we have to pray. Here's good morning from communist Illinois. And then there's my from California people. Yeah, in fact, the crisis pregnancy center that we helped was in Glendale. It's called the Avenues Pregnancy Clinic. If you ever want to give money to a pregnancy clinic in the heart of it, in the heart of Babylon, look up Avenues Pregnancy Clinic. We have sat there and we talked with Alan Keyes, Gary Bauer. Who else was a big speaker there? Sheila E., is it the Christian member of Prince's band, the drummer? She was a speaker there one year. Hugh Hewitt, I've sat and had dinner with and talked to. Just brilliant people. Greg Kokel, J.P. Moreland. I'm trying to think. Tons of people. And by the way, it was in LA, so people who were storyboard artists on The Simpsons would come up and secretly come to me and say, hey, Doug, I work on The Simpsons. I can't tell people that I'm pro-life, but I am. So there's good people everywhere in the fight. And that's why I'm here advocating for the fight and for the truth. I'm only interested in the truth. Everything else can go pound sand. There you go. So go sign up to that page, spread the link around to your friends to help fight this barbaric practice. We just need the word to get out. If 5,000 of you took that link and just posted it on your Facebook page, the link to the 40 Days for Life, then that might inspire a bunch of other people. I've had Greg Koukl on this show. We also fund Stand to Reason's Apologetic Ministries for 20 years. Greg's a very good, close friend of mine. This is a great truth-bearing thing. I've helped him with his book on the story of reality. We go to dinner and talk about these things. So Greg's my guy. When I have problems in my life, Greg and I call each other and support each other. So he's a faithful brother. One of the smartest Christians I ever met. Speaking of, we're having Eric Metaxas on the show on Monday. I'll be interviewing him. Eric Metaxas on the show on Monday. And I also have Nate Wilson, son of Doug Wilson, is coming on, I think next week, and Gabe Branch. Those are the Christians that are out in Idaho getting jailed for refusing to wear a mask in church and for publicly singing praise songs and going to jail. They're doing jail time. Their children are being sent to jail. Nate Wilson's son is 19. So I'm going to bring them on. We're going to talk about free speech and the church doing civil disobedience. That's what we do. Oh yeah, the tactics book. Greg Koukl's book on tactics is fantastic. He's been working on that material for 20 years. Oh, interesting. Here's more Lynn Wood stuff. If Lynn Wood is wrong about Robert's adoptions and Judas Pence, why are they quiet and not suing you for defamation? No, Pence is not Judas, and that is wrong to say about a brother. I lost 1,000 subscribers yesterday, and I'm fine with that. I'm not in this. Hope you guys know by now that I'm in this for the truth. And that's my biggest problem with Lynn Wood is he has a problem with the truth. So the question is, this is how you do truth and how you do evidence. You remove the names of the people to remove your bias about them, and you put in any name, including the opposition's name in it. So is it proof that someone is guilty because they don't sue the opposition? If someone slanders you and you don't sue them, is it proof? So no, it's not proof. Because I'll say right now, here, I'll slander Lynn Wood. He is guilty of everything that he accuses Pence and Roberts of, and they're innocent of it. There, I just slandered him. He won't sue me. So I'm going to say, well, wow, he's a defamation expert. Why isn't he suing me? It's because secretly he agrees with me and knows I'm right. Now, that evidence will not hold with you. And because you're going to remove that, you're going to say, oh, no, you know what I mean? Why won't you follow your own evidence that you claim against Pence against Wood? That's how logic works. For instance, I've said this before, that I don't want to even get into this whole thing again. I want to focus on the 40 Days of Life. I'm only saying I'm here to tell you guys the truth. I'm not telling you guys lies. There are a lot of people telling lies, and I just won't stand for it, especially lies about a rock solid brother like Pence. Here's another example of standard. Let's do a standard one. There's people that say that Pence is a traitor. He's not. And I'll tell you why. And I'll even get you to prove it to yourself, okay? If you'll follow me for a second. There's people that say that Pence is a traitor, that he betrayed the country and he betrayed the president. He didn't do that. So here's the standard that he's laying down instead. The standard that he said was the states are able to pick their electors. He's saying that the vice president, the head of the joint sessions, are not the plenary authority. Remember, there were some disagreements in legal scholars about this. I I've totally read both sides, tons of disagreements about it, is he's only saying that the vice president should not pick the slate of electors. That's Pence's position. That's the standard. Now, for those of you saying that he's a traitor, that the Constitution is actually saying that Pence has the vice president has plenary power to pick the slate of electors, this is the standard that you're rolling out. In 2024, if Trump runs and if he wins the election, right, and all these states give 2 slates of electors, you're saying that if Kamala Harris, when Kamala Harris screws over Trump and picks the Democrat second place winner, because you're saying the vice president constitutionally has the plenary power to pick their slate of electors, when she burns Trump and picks the Democrat president who didn't win, if she picked Trump, you're saying she'd be a traitor. See, that's one thing that Pence protected. That's what a lot of the Republicans and traditionalists were saying, is that no, Kamala should not pick the president. It's up to the states to pick the president. So that's how the truth and how standards work and how the law of unintended consequences work. Is all you got to do is just remember, there's Pence and there's Kamala Harris. And what you're saying one should do, you're saying the other should do. What you're saying one should do, you're saying the other should do. What are you saying the vice president should do? You're saying that Kamala should pick the next president and Pence should have picked this one. And Pence is only saying, no, Pence is saying, I shouldn't have picked this one, and Kamala can't pick the next one. We're going to go with what the state says. That's all he says. Now, if that is what you call makes him a traitor, then I don't think you know what a traitor is. I know, and Lynn Wood doesn't know what a traitor is. That's a man who's just laying down a principle saying, oh, I see what's going to happen in the future, and I don't believe the Constitution is saying the vice president picks the slate of electors. That's all he's saying. And I am all for disagreement on this. There are legal scholars on both sides of this all over the place. There are legal scholars who are going to be arguing that the vice president, Kamala, has the plenary power to pick the slate of electors, and they're going to try it next time. And the Supreme Court is going to go back to what Pence did and say, no, Pence didn't do that. Kamala, you can't do that. Trump is the president in 2024. Just want you guys to see there's good news in the truth. The truth is a wall that you can't get around. The truth is a wall that you can't get around. Okay, Pence is done. And by the way, politically, he may be done, but I'm only saying there's nothing stopping him from running, and he'll go and, every man's got to get on that stage and do their job. He is a rock solid pro-lifer. So there you go. You must have a man crush on Pence. Pence is Judas. That is funny. Karen Pence already had her trial. Pence is done regardless, and I do not believe Lynn Wood. There you go. Everything he has and says is hearsay. Yeah, that's true. Well, on our side on the right side of our I just want you to see we're tribalists, right? And there's all these different groups that have to come together and vote for Trump. There are the hard, crazy, far, far right. There are QAnon people. There are Lynn Wood people. There are Pence people. There are Mitch McConnell people. And by the way, Trump said he cannot win as a third party. He's saying he needs the Republican vote. There's a lot of people here that say, no, he sold out. No, he knows that you have to have a large coalition. Trump is going to have to get reform and convert some of the swamp. If this is the problem that Mitch McConnell has and every Republican has, they're realizing if you lose the populist section, let's say the hardest right 5%, the people who love Lynn Wood, if you lose them, most Republicans will not win. If Trump loses the Mitch McConnell swamp, he won't win. That's just a fact. Is Republicans, for a Republican to beat a Democrat, right? The Democrats, and this is the same thing that happened on the Democrat side, because they have their own swamp. They have 5 factions on the Democrat side, and the Republican side has 5 factions, right? I'm in one of those factions. There's certain things that I follow and believe. There's another faction over here, another faction over here, another faction. Like I'm in the faction of we have to get on the ground and work. We have to get on the ground and reform votes. And there's people that say, no, we have to get on the ground and start a civil war, and I will not volunteer because voting is worthless. Lynn Wood, by the way, told Georgians not to vote for the Senate. And they didn't vote. They didn't vote. And we lost the Senate, which is fine. I'm fine with losing the Senate, but now we have to get it back. And you're not going to get it back by encouraging voters not to vote. We'll get some strong candidates in there, and we will need some of the swamp to vote for them, for those candidates to win in Georgia. So that's just the way it goes. As the candidate that can attract the most people, and in this case, it's Trump, attracted the largest record of people ever because he was able to get so many even never Trumpers to come and vote for him. That's what won. And you find out that Mitt Romney couldn't do it. He couldn't get enough populists and true conservatives to follow him. And same with McCain. They couldn't do what Trump did. So that's where we're at on the giant mess that is politics. George, okay, I can't read a lot of these comments, but I agree with so many of you about what was the cause in Georgia. Certain things happened on the ground there that are the problem. And we are taking down big tech. I don't know if you guys saw this. I'm going to do another video on this later today, but Texas is passing laws against big tech. Abbott is going in, and he is going after big tech. That's going to be Google, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, for limiting free speech on the right. If they only limit free speech on the right as a state, they can go after them. We saw Poland as a country do this, and India did this, and Uganda shut down Twitter. So local jurisdictions can make these platforms pay fines. DeSantis said this in Florida too. He's going to make them pay a fine of $100,000. I'm only saying that's not enough. We need to do it the Dominion way. Remember, Dominion sued Sidney Powell for $1.3 billion. And I only want Texas to say any platform that stops free speech on the right, I want them to pay a $1.3 billion fine to Texas. That's all. That's all I'm saying. 1.3 billion. We're going to drain the money out of big tech through fines, since that's what they do. That's how they do it. That's how they do it. So we're going to do it. I'm also, so some of you guys, a lot of times I don't want to be on camera on some of these videos. So I've been doing more of my shorts. That's the micro in Exile. They're little tiny shorts of just news clips. I'm really enjoying those. They're usually just putting up Democrats saying the stupid stuff that they say. And again, link in the description for this channel here. This is in the link in the description. We're doing this today. Help me spread this link around. We're praying for America for life. We're praying for America for life. This is 40daysforlife.com. I need you guys to spread this link around so we can get some prayer on this issue. And then also, because my channel is going to get shut down, and we all know that is that's just part of playing the game on this platform. It's okay. They do what they want to do, and then Texas is going to come and smash them one day, hopefully. I have a second channel. There's a link in the description. It's Doug TenNapel and Exile Archives. You sign up to, and I need some subs. By the way, I haven't refreshed yet to see if there's any subs over there yet. Some of you, oh, look at that. 50 of you have heard the call. Thank you. 50 of you will help protect this channel by going over and subscribing to the archives. And I put up a nice, juicy, look, here's a huge 30-minute video of me showing you how to make an aquarium with, I purposely put music on here that will put you to sleep. But I'm showing you how I make these. These are aquariums that you can make without a bubble filter. This is my own design. This is my own thing that I like to do. But anyways, you're going, why are you putting a fish video on your channel? Well, it's 30 minutes long. And then the views, every time I get views, it helps with the monetize that channel. So it needs 4,000 hours of views. So I know it looks like I'm rolling a joint over there. Someone said that. I just realized that. Kim, I'm sorry. No, I've never done pot and I don't do drugs. I've never done a drug in my life. But it totally looks like when I'm spreading the soil over the screen and I have to flatten out the soil in the screen, it looks like I'm putting, illicit material in papers. Oh, it's so funny. Yeah, I've never once tried it. I've been been around artists my whole life, so they were always smoking out all around me. I do not advocate for drugs at all. So never done it. Never even tried, never touched my lips, never going to. But you guys crack me up rolling a joint. You guys are asking about the link. The link is in the description of this show. You go down, you click the link, and it will end up helping the channel start to grow. This is how that channel grows. I'm just going to be dumping videos on this channel over to the Doug TenNapel and Exile archives. That's where everything is going to be saved and archived. Any video that is dangerous here or gets demonetized, like last night's episode that I live streamed got demonetized, I'll probably put it over on the archives. And then this channel I'm going to clean up this channel a little bit, start putting it over in the archives. And then if this channel goes down, I just switch over to that channel and I've got an archive. So that's going to be our big backup. Okay, everybody, you have your mission. That's 2 sites I need you to help promote. And we're going to be doing good works the whole way. We're going to be saving. We've already, just by you guys watching this and us giving to the local crisis pregnancy center here in Tennessee, we've already saved babies' lives. That's people who are going to walk around for the rest of their life just because you sat and watched a video. That was easy, right? What's wrong with that? So thank you all. Oh, the link doesn't work, says Brian. Is that true? That the link doesn't work? I'll have to fix the link. I'll try to fix the link. Link down. Is that true? Dang. I'll fix the link and then it'll work. Let me take care of it right now. I'm Doug. You guys have a great day. I'll be putting out some more videos today. But good morning. Have a great one. Pray for America. Pray that we end abortion and pray for that America would repent. I'm Doug TenNapel in Exile.